It's one of those Sunday editions, right? Right. Man, let's get to it. You see what it is, right? If not, let me put it out there like that. This is my white jersey, man. I gotta get the orange one. But anyway, it's game day. And I just wanted to say a few things because I've been looking on YouTube and looking at the sports analysts and ESPN and, some of the bloggers on these games and stats and, the league and everything. And I want to say something, man. As far as my Broncos go, I'm a Denver Bronco fan. Straight up, cold Denver Bronco fan. That's it. I don't got a second team. I don't got a runner-up team. True fan. But, true fan since 1998. I was just really able to understand the fact that we were two-time Super Bowl champions as my uncle was explaining it to me. I remember this. And he's just the team you like. My uncle would let me know about John Elway and all these things. So as I got older, I kind of already knew about John Elway winning us 2 Super Bowls under Mike Shanahan. So I'm a long-time Denver Bronco fan, true Denver Bronco fan, bleed orange. Okay? So anytime I get up on this YouTube to talk about a sports team, it will be my Broncos. I want to talk about our winning streak. Just quickly, I just want to say one thing about our winning streak. If we win today, that'll be 6 games in a row. 6 games in a row. Now, we got the Chiefs kind of winning, so that should motivate us to stay ahead of the Chiefs, which I hate the Chiefs. Us Bronco fans, we hate the Chiefs. Okay? Let's make that clear. At one point, I was trying to figure out, before Patrick Mahomes came, I was trying to figure out who I didn't like more out of the Raiders and the Chiefs. But now it's clear now. Now, I don't like the Chiefs. So, with that being said, we're on the top of the division. But I'm looking at these analysts, ones like Nick Wright and these guys. There's some type of vendetta or dislike against my Denver Broncos. Okay? Which I don't understand. But then again, I understand it, especially now that we got, there's many analysts that's biased for the Kansas City Chiefs. But I want to say this. The Denver Broncos is one of the only organizations in the NFL that has multi-world championships. Let's get something straight. Let's talk, because all this disregard for my Denver Broncos needs to be cutted out ASAP, because let me make something real clear, okay? The Denver Broncos is 3-time Super Bowl champions. One of our championships coming in 2016, within the right at the rims of within a decade, roughly within a decade. We right there. So that's recent timing. When you're talking historically, that's recent timing. So my Broncos have done something that one of the other two greatest organizations, or 3 organizations, hasn't done in a long time, who have most of the championships. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the 49ers, and the Cowboys, they all have 5. Pittsburgh got 6. But they haven't done anything in a long time, but yet and still, regardless. And I don't like Dallas. I'm not a 49er kind of guy. As you see, I'm a Bronco. But however, regardless if them teams won a championship, they are still 5-time, 6-time world champions. There's franchises who don't have one, like the Cleveland Browns. I'm not sure if Minnesota Vikings got one. But these organizations that have all these championships cannot be disrespected to no degree. They could be critiqued, but to just disregard them as if there's not a winning formula in that community organization, that would be bonkers. The Denver Broncos, my Denver Broncos, my only team, okay, have 3 world championships, 3-time Super Bowl champions, with 8 or 9 Super Bowl appearances. So that means we have 8 or 9, which I believe is 9, but let's just say 8 or 9, approximately one of those two. That means we have 8 or 9 AFC championships. The only other franchises that been to that many Super Bowls is the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, that fast forwards me to say, a person like Nick Wright, we don't need no confirmation. He doesn't know anything about sports. Nick Wright is a fucking dweeb who can't shut his big head up. Listen, he doesn't know anything about sports. So the Denver Broncos does not need no credentials or no credit or no confirmation from a motherfucker who doesn't know anything about sports. And we're 3-time Super Bowl champions with 9 Super Bowl appearances, which means we have 9 AFC conference championships. We have a loaded trophy case. So nobody can disregard an organization like the Denver Broncos. We done had greats such as John Elway, such as Peyton Manning. Even when Jake Plummer had his tenure here with us with the Denver Broncos, he got to an AFC championship. Jake Plummer wasn't trash like that, bro. He was 1 game away from the Super Bowl when we ran into a young, like I said in my last video, into a young, pulverizing Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And at that time, there was too much for Jake Plummer and the Denver Broncos, my Denver Broncos, which that game literally made me shed a tear on my way to school the following Monday morning. Because I'm a true Denver Bronco fan. I done been through the highs. I done been through the lows. I done watched the Brian Greases, the Jay Cutlers, the Paxton Lynches, the Brock Osweilers, the Teddy Bridgewaters, the Kyle Ortons, the Case Keenums. I done been through the fucking ups and downs with my teams. And I'm starting to know that there's a lot of people that's suddenly Bronco fans. No, y'all not Bronco fans. Y'all are a lot of people. I know Bronco fans when I see and feel one because I'm spiritually connected to this team, bro. So all the Denver Bronco disrespect, well, I ain't even gonna say disrespect, but they disregard the fact that we're on a 5-game winning streak and we didn't beat we beat great organizations. The Philadelphia Eagles, they a monster. They're still a strong defending champion, bro. They 6-2. My team is just better this season. So Philly wasn't ready for us right then and there. But now if a team that we played has to see us a second time, that's not in the conference or that's not in our division, they might be a little bit more prepared next time if we got to see Philly again. The Giants, that's a great organization. I just said they multi-world championships. No matter how bad or good the Giants doing, they're constantly talked about because of the fact that they're in the high market, New York, and they 4-time world champions themselves, bro. So even though they don't play up to the potential or up to the market that they in, they're still the New York Giants, the New York football Giants. So we beat them. And then we turn around and beat another multi-world championship, another multi-world championship caliber team in the Dallas Cowboys, who, when we came into that game, said that their offense was firing on all cylinders. But that's why I say, all this, who quarterback, who have what injuries, you play who's in front of you, bro. The players don't make the schedule. The league make the schedule. You play who the fuck is in front of you, bro. No excuses. Injuries come with the territory of the game in all sports. There's no excuses. When it comes Sunday, it's this team versus that team under all circumstances and conditions. Even when it's blitz and snow outside, they still make sure the game goes, so there's no excuses. Now it might crumple and weaken the team, but everybody that's in the NFL that's on the roster is elite to some degree and should be able to go and make some type of difference or not on the field. My Denver Broncos is on a tear. Those teams we beat wasn't no chumps. We should be we really should be undefeated. Colts escaped us. They booed that Colts game. They ain't beat us. I don't respect the win. The Colts better not ever fucking see us again. We better not see y'all in the playoffs, or we're gonna do y'all some harm. I'm telling y'all now. The Colts bullshitted. We were supposed to win that game. The Colts got some bullshit. I don't believe in the Indianapolis Colts. I don't believe they could beat my Broncos. I don't believe nobody in the fucking conference could beat us. So with that being said, the Denver Broncos, the Denver, Colorado motherfucking Broncos do not need confirmation from a bitch ass nigga like Nick Wright and his weak ass crew. Whoever those two names, those are Wiles and Brew, they just as bad. They worse than Nick Wright, because Nick Wright is supposed to be the head of that show, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. So analysts like him, they really stick their foot in their mouth every Sunday. Who the fuck, I know my team. Cowboys ain't never had a great history of playing my Broncos. They could never be. Teddy Bridgewater had them shut out 30-0 for fucking 78% of the game, bro. Peyton Manning and Tony Romo had a crazy shootout one time. And Romo was at his absolute best that game. Still couldn't beat my Broncos. So I knew Cowboys was going to get destroyed by us. I knew they was going to choke, and that altitude was going to get to them, and they was going to get smoked. So I'm fast forwarding to today's game. Today is fucking Sunday. What? Today is fucking Sunday the 2nd. November the 2nd. My Denver Broncos, we're going to Houston. We're in Houston right now. We're in Houston ready to play. The Houston Texans will lose in Houston today. I like CJ Stroud, but I don't like nobody when they about to play my Broncos. Nobody. I'm from New York State. I'm from Rochester, New York. And when my Broncos played the Giants, it was much love because I'm a native of New York. But I had to go against the Giants because I am solely in my heart, I'm a Bronco fan. The only team I love. I got a lot of Bronco shit. Been getting Bronco shit since I was motherfucking 10, 11. So, I'm going to tell the Houston Texan fans the same thing I told the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboy fans. Y'all will not win today. The way my team is built, Houston Texans is not built to beat us. They not built to beat us. They really not. And we're going to show that today. We're going to go 7-2. And I want to finish this video I want to top this off with saying this. This is a side note. Kansas City Chiefs. We cannot wait. Because all that, we see people still pointing y'all. We at the top of the division. And I understand. Why, to a degree, I understand because nobody in the AFC. The Eagles beat y'all in the Super Bowl last year, but nobody in the AFC has really sustained eliminating y'all the playoffs. So I understand to a degree why they got the Kansas City Chiefs, why they're back talking about them. But if any Chief fans see this, you look me in my eyes. We cannot. Y'all the ones we want so bad. Beating Philly, cool. Beating New York, cool. Beating Dallas, cool. When we beat Houston today, cool. But Chief fans, when we see y'all know that's going to be special. Y'all know this personal. This is gonna be personal. The Chiefs game, the two Chiefs games is the two games I'm looking forward to the most of the season. That's the game I'm looking forward to the most. Because that's going to tell me everything about where this division, where our division is going to head from there. But one thing I want you Chiefs fans to understand is this. We hear it. But one thing we want y'all to understand is this. Not only do we not fear y'all, y'all should fear us. And not only should y'all fear us, we're looking to take y'all heads off. Not only are we not afraid of y'all, we looking to destroy and dismantle y'all. I want y'all to watch this homicide today. When my Broncos stampede all over the Houston Texans today in their own house. This is about to be a home invasion. Denver Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's destroy them today and go 7-2 and possibly go number 2 in the conference and definitely stay number 1 in the division. Broncos country, let's go. Let's go. This is our time to shine. Let's get it. Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton. Let's get it. Defense, let's go. Let's go 7-2 today, baby. Broncos country, let's get it. Fuck they talking about.